Hi everybody. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of a house flip that we have. This is about a 1100 square feet, and no, it's not in the condition that we bought it in. We have been slowly working on it. It's in another town, so it has become a redheaded stepchild, but there is something about it that's always attracted me. So we did install these really big windows. And I will show you some of the things that we did. We did redo the whole front porch, including the stain. There's another big window right there. So this house also has to where we walk in the front door and we immediately go to the right, and there is the living room. So there's those big windows. We do have some rot right here underneath where they had an old wooden window, and there was an air conditioner and it leaked for years, and so it rotted some of the floor. I did go to a sawmill and have some of this floor cut. This is original hardwood flooring. This house was built between the 20s and the 40s. So I have been hearing, the 20s, and I have been hearing up to the 40s. I did meet the brother of the owner of the house. So we did find some issues with one of the seals right there. It looks like maybe some old termite damage. We did find some of this old insulation, and it's just gross and crumbly, so we'll be replacing the insulation as well. So we immediately go into the kitchen. We did install French doors into the kitchen. And there is a snack bar. Now the snack bar is going to be made beefier, bigger, and we're going to be putting marble on top. Here is the kitchen. So we do have real solid wood cabinets. I love that they're solid wood cabinets. The countertops aren't bad. They are just very outdated. So we do have some marble countertops that we're going to be putting on it. I know you really can't see the kitchen too much. We did go ahead and pull down some old foam ceilings, and it's been in discussion to whether or not we should raise the ceilings or not. So we will go back to the front door. So when you go to your left of the front door, we're going to be installing a second bathroom right here. So we have the material. The wall is going to come out a little bit and then turn to meet up with that hall wall. That way you can already see the line on the floor. That way it is going to be a hallway bathroom. So we go into the bedrooms a little bit. So here is the front bedroom. It does have the big bay window installed, and you can see some of the old wooden windows that we still need to replace to be more energy efficient. We do have a garden tub. That's a jacuzzi tub. It's going to be installed in here. We did find some damage from water leaks under the original tub. And of course, there's some of that yucky insulation and an old wooden window that will all be replaced. That door has been installed. So this was originally a hallway bathroom. This was the bathroom door. We're going to block that off. And that will be the master bath, because we are going to be adding a bathroom. So we go back into the master bedroom. So here is some of the sheetrock. That's popcorn sheetrock ceilings. We don't like that, so that's going to have to come down as well. We did install a patio door. Let's see if I can get a better picture of it. A patio door onto the back master bedroom and a back porch. So if I turn around, now you're going to see where you can go into the master bath. So let's go down the hallway a little bit. I know it is dark. We don't have electricity here. So if my phone will adjust, here's going to be one of the middle bedrooms. So this is, right now, this is currently, and then we go back out to the kitchen. Now this is currently a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. When we're done, it will be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with the same 1,100 square foot. It does look like there is a lot that needs to be done. Honestly, we're putting beadboard ceilings. We're going to try and bring it back to that era that it was. A lot of the hardwood floor is still in really, really good shape. So this room's in really, really good shape. All the bedrooms are in really, really good shape. The only thing is, you know, we're going to have to sand them down and refinish them. So the only thing is any place that had water. So right there in this bathroom, that's now going to be the master bath. And right there where someone previously had a window unit. So this house will be all electric. It will have a mini split in it. And let's go back to the back porch area. So we do have some on the front of the house, I do have log siding. We will be installing log siding to the front of the house. So here's one of the driveways. Hopefully we'll have enough in the budget to go ahead and put a carport so you can pull in and you'll be able to go into the French doors. That's your kitchen doors. Now, we did plant some crepe myrtle trees. There's one. And this is a decent sized front yard. It really is. It's a little bit bigger than some of the houses around here. There's another crepe myrtle tree that survived. I did transport 4 over here, and I did have 3 that survived. And here is another crepe myrtle tree. I did do a video about digging up crepe myrtles. And so, these are the crepe myrtles that I dug up in that video. If you want to go back and watch that video. Like I said, I did have 3 out of the 4 that I dug up. So, here is the bedrooms side. This is that front bedroom. You can see the old wooden window. And you can see how high this house stands up off the ground. This is the master bedroom. Old wooden window. It has grown up out here. We do have other flips that we have been tending to. Like I said, this has become like the redheaded stepchild. So we do need to get back over here. Here's the back porch that we did install. And the back patio door. So yeah, all the vines and all the grass has been growing up. So it does have a shed that comes with the property. They do have a little lean-to that was onto the house that the original owner had a washer and dryer in. If I can figure out a way to put a washer and dryer in the house, some area, yeah, please let me know. I am not finding any space for it. So I may have to enclose, you can see that lean-to right there. I may have to enclose that in to make just a hair bigger and make it like a full-blown washroom. So that will just have to be away. Now we are out to the road. It is a really nice road. This is a nice neighborhood. It's an older neighborhood, but everybody is like nice and their yards are manicured and clean, but it is older type neighborhood. This house is actually one of the worst looking houses in the neighborhood right now, but it will not be when we are done. So I'll go back out to the road a little bit and you can see like how much that we actually have. And then you can see someone had a driveway here before. So there is 2 driveways. So there we have the house itself. Now the owner, like I said, she passed away, and her brother had acquired the house, and her brother had used it as a rent house, and he wound up losing it to back taxes, so we got it that way. And she, you know, she had that roof, or she had saved up the money for a roof, and her brother had put it on or whatever, so the roof is fairly new. And a tree had fell on it, so I think right here, I don't know if you can see that, but right here is the only damage. So we do have a driveway going to the road on that side, and a driveway that comes to the road on this side. So we're not quite finished with all of our demo. It is a process. It is a long process, but hang in there, especially if you really like it. It is worth it. It is worth it to see a house come back alive. You have to have the passion to hang in there, because this is long, hard work. And here is the grown-up backyard. So it's all very viney. If I could kill the vines, it's not that thick. It's just that the vines are just growing up on everything. And here's a better view of that lean-to that they had the washer and dryer in. So if I could figure out a way to maybe make that, and it's not going to be hard, but maybe make that a little bit better. And then here's where you can see that they did have a previous kitchen carport there. So yes, we are going to be getting hot and heavy on this one again. Can't let it sit like this. Whether or not it becomes the redheaded stepchild or not. I do know some people that do hire contractors, and contractors come in and do the work. That is fine. I like to do some of it myself. It's very therapeutic. So if you're that type of person, then this is definitely not that hard. As long as you have somebody guiding you and you're willing to learn. Definitely leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And like I said, this is not as we bought it, but this is close to almost being done with the demo. So I will definitely go ahead and make a video when we complete it. But being in another town, we don't get to it as often as we should. So bear with me, and we'll catch you next time.